And we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us this morning. Finally, Pathways to Success aims to provide services that help Delaware residents develop personally and professionally. It's mapped out with programs and goals to fit each individual client's needs. I'm joined this morning by Executive Director Faye Blake and one of the board members, Mary Beth Doherty. I want to say good morning to both of you and welcome.
Good morning.
Let's just jump into it because it's such a wonderful program. Tell us about Pathways to Success.
Okay, Pathways to Success is a nonprofit organization, and we started Pathways back in 2006. Our services really work in the community as well as in the schools. We work with students in the 9th grade. We start with 9th grade because that is one of the highest times of dropout. That's the dropout rate goes way high during that time. So our job is to keep kids and students in school. And so we work with them for 5 years, believe it or not.
Okay.
Our job is to develop a good relationship, not only with the students, but also with the families. We do wraparound services with regard to tutoring. We help academically with English and reading as well. We have an after-school program because, unfortunately, some of our kids that we work with are challenged socioeconomically. So at least every week they have a good meal while they're doing homework and getting additional tutoring. We have worked with 2 schools so far, Sussex Tech and also Cape Henlopen High Schools. And I am so proud to say that we boast a 98% graduation rate on time.
Wonderful.
As well as a 96% rate of students after they graduate going into college, the military, or into jobs.
Okay, so you see it's working,
Absolutely.
which is always encouragement to keep going. Now, Mary Beth, how did you get involved with Pathways to Success, and kind of as one of the board members, what do you see your role with the organization being?
Well, I'm delighted to be a relatively new board member with Pathways. Faye invited me to join the board about 6 months ago, and I've attended my first meet and greet, and we're going to have a series of board meetings starting this summer. And I think that it's exciting that as a member of Delaware Tech community, we will be able to partner with Delaware Tech and providing educational services as well as some of the services that Faye mentioned earlier with regard to tutoring, mentoring, and I think my role will be getting out there in the schools with Faye, hopefully recruiting more young women to come and be a part of our program and help us help them be successful as they go forward in their lives.
Now, Faye, you and I were talking off camera, and one of the things you were saying is that you all, the staff members do, and it's only a handful, do a lot of the work in terms of the the outreach and the wraparound services. Are volunteer? Do you use volunteers?
Yes.
Are volunteers welcome?
Yes, we do use volunteers a lot. We have volunteers that come in, and especially with some of the math these days, we really have volunteers come in and help us with math, with homework, and partnering with the students to help them in a number of ways. We also do something a little bit different in the fact that we have peer mentors, and they are volunteers as well. One of the things that we find is when students are talking to students and relaying good, solid information, it usually is taken a lot better. So one of the big things that we're doing is connecting students with peer mentors as well.
Okay, so we have about 30 seconds left. Tell us, we have a big event coming up in November that I get to be a part of. Give us a snippet about that and where we can get more information on Pathways to Success.
Okay, we are having an event in November the 12th. It's going to be at the Sands Hotel, and it is a summit for young girls. Unfortunately, in Sussex County, we have a high pregnancy rate, so what we want to do is to bolster all of those things that will help these young ladies make good decisions about their lives. And we're so happy to have you, Lanita, be our keynote speaker. We are bowled over. And so that's part of it. Del Tech is going to be there as well as the YWCA and others.
All right, and Pathways #2 to Success.
Yes.
.org. All right. Thank you, ladies, for being with us. We'll have you back as we get closer to November.
Thank you.
We look forward to it.
Well, thank you for watching Good Things Delmarva. Remember, catch us here every Sunday morning. If you have good things you'd like to share, email me at lanita_wesson@wmdt.com. Have a wonderful and purpose-filled day, and we'll see you next week.